Hey guys, my name's Poppy, and we're going to talk about the fact that I'm going vegan. Let's talk about that. So, I have been a vegetarian for almost 3 years. In May, it will be 3 years. And going vegan is something I've definitely been thinking about along my vegetarian journey. So let's talk a little bit about why and how I became a vegetarian. So I have this niece who's awesome, and she's a vegetarian. And one day she asked me to watch this video on YouTube that's called Meet Your Meat. And can I tell you, I'll honestly say that it was one of those moments in my life where I kind of felt like I knew this moment was coming. You know, the moment when somebody was going to ask me to sit down and watch one of these kind of like slaughterhouse type videos. And I think I always knew in the back of my head if that ever happened to me that I would stop eating meat. So I sat down with her and I watched the video, and it was just heartbreaking. And I made myself watch because I wanted to turn away many times. But I made myself watch because I just thought to myself, you know what? You eat meat, you need to watch it. And yeah, when the video was over, I just kind of made the decision then to stop eating meat, and so I became a vegetarian. So I also had a health scare around that time as well. Went to the doctor one day, and the doctor informed me that I had a tumor, and my tumor grew pretty large. Now, luckily, my tumor turned out to not be cancerous, and I did have to have surgery and they removed it. But thankfully, you know, there was no kind of far-reaching health effects other than I had to have surgery, and I'll have a cool scar, which is kind of wicked awesome. But my doctor told me, hey, the reason your tumor's probably so large is because of the meat that you eat. And you eat meat that's been fed hormones, and those hormones had an effect on your tumor, and that's probably why your tumor was so large. So that super freaked me out. And so I think the combination of the tumor and the Meet Your Meat was kind of like when I was done with eating meat. So I stopped eating meat. And you know, these 2.5 years, almost 3 years, has just been a journey for me in discovering new foods. I love things now that I never imagined that I would love before, like tofu. I freaking love tofu, and like vegetables like asparagus and Brussels sprouts and quinoa and seitan and all kinds of things like that. So being a vegetarian has been kind of awesome. But I think always in the back of my mind, I had the idea that I wanted to go vegan. So I think the reason that it's taken me some time to get to the point where I was ready to take that step into veganism has a lot to do with my relationship with food. So I've definitely struggled all my life to have a healthy relationship with food. Let me clarify that. Like, I don't have an eating disorder. I've never had an eating disorder. But I am overweight, as you can tell by these chubby cheeks here. And I have been overweight for many, many years, you guys. So yeah, I'm an emotional eater. And it's just something that I've struggled with for sure. And so I think in the back of my head, I always compared veganism with going on a diet. So to me, in my head, I thought if I go vegan, it's the equivalent of me starting Weight Watchers or the Atkins diet or whatever, you know, diet I've come up with that week. So in my head, I had that kind of comparison, which is really not true, you know? But to me, I thought, okay, I've tried Weight Watchers before and it's not worked for me, so what if I try veganism and I fall off the wagon? Then I'm going to just feel like a complete loser. I think really what helped me was realizing why I wanted to go vegan, you know, like, and that's the same thing that helped me when I went vegetarian, you know, like when I first became a vegetarian and I had those moments in the first few weeks where it was like, boy, I really want to eat a cheeseburger, I would just remind myself why I was doing this, and those feelings would go away really quickly. So I just kind of determined, you know what, if you're going to go vegan, why are you doing that? It was just one of those things where I thought, you just need to know why you're doing what you're doing. And I think also part of it is me realizing that I don't have to be perfect, you know? And that takes a huge weight off things because, shocker here, people, I am not perfect. Welcome to the real world. I think when I realized that I don't have to be perfect, then it was okay. You know, then I could go for it. So yeah, so I've already started. I just want to mention too, like, I know it's January and it's all like New Year's resolution time, but this is not that. This is something I've totally been thinking about for a long time, and it just so happens that it started now for me. So I'm already within my first week of cutting out dairy from my diet completely, and it's been fantastic, you guys. I will say, on a side note, that there's been lots of pooping. which is just amazing to me. Like, I've heard that before, and boy, 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 are those rumors true. Lots and lots of pooping. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But it's been really good so far, and basically I'm hoping with these videos to kind of keep track of my progress, to show you guys what I'm eating, where I'm eating, and to just kind of show you guys what that transition is like, you know, like if that's something you're interested in going vegan. And as I kind of stumble along the way and discover new things and all kinds of fun stuff, you know, really just I'm hoping to kind of share that with you guys that are possibly interested in going vegan yourself. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping that this is going to be. And so yeah, so I will talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much for checking this out. Definitely subscribe if you're interested in kind of following my vegan journey. My name is Poppy again. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.